Welcome back to Reset and Refresh Thursdays. I'm excited that you guys are here with us, and I'm going to take you into the weekend where you're going to reset and refresh your home for those celebrations and anything just to keep your house fresh. This week, we're going to discuss the pantry and those seasonings, because guess what? You use those all the time. Follow me. So, my husband, Marcus, founder and CEO of PantriApp's, he and I went into this pantry and we reset it for sure. So guys, look, I have here my regular foods that we eat all the time. And sometimes you got those miscellaneous things you don't use all the time. But I sat here and refreshed it with these lovely, lovely labels. You guys see that? So what happened here is we wipe down the shelves. We organize it based on the usage and everything. So you guys can be able to do it in your pantry as well. It is so easy, guys. I took some labels and I purchased those pieces, pretty much printed them out, put them together. Can be a family doing, okay? Everybody can get on the job, because me and my husband, we sure did. Why don't you guys follow me over here? Let me show y'all what we did with these seasonings, okay? So you know what, y'all, we have a lot of seasoning. I'm sure everybody just pack it up, but guess what? What I did was I said, you know what, this is our essentials that we use all the time. And then here's our herbs and the spicy. My husband, he loves spice, okay? So all of these things were organized based on flavor, okay? And I use these all the time. Easy, salt, pepper, everything is in your way. Guess what? You're going to be able to go reach in there and get it done. You know what? I sit here and think about how the flow of the kitchen is and how I can get it done faster when I'm trying to cook a meal. But with PantriApp's, you can get a chef to come in your kitchen. And if you do this, it'll make their life so much easier. It don't even matter if you don't. They're going to come up in here and they're going to get to know your space, so you'll be able to get that meal done right away for you and your family's celebration, okay? So don't forget that. Y'all visit PantriApp.io to learn more, all right? So what we're going to do is I want y'all to understand that when you have guests over, you want to make sure everything is fresh. We talked about that last week. But this week, I sat here and thought about it. What is something that they don't do all the time? I know I don't do it, but I try. I try to get to it, right? So what is going to happen when your guest comes in your space? This is my living room. Y'all seen it last week. And we're going to have to do some dusting, okay? Now, let me go run and get my duster, okay? Now, I have velvet furniture around here, so it gets pretty dusty. So what I like to do is like to just roll my duster on around to the furniture, okay? Leather furniture, anything, you can reset it. Look at this ceiling fan. Now, I have a tool. I'm not going to bring it out, but I have a tool, and you guys can get it and purchase it. It's really tall. Dust that fan off, because there is nothing, you don't want guests to see dust all over the place when they up in here trying to eat, right? So, also, making sure that you come over and do those blinds and curtains. This right here is going to reset your home so it can feel so fresh, guys. When you release that dust, it is very, very important. You know, we have a buffet table in here that when we have family over, we basically fill that up. They come in here and they're going to say, "Ooh, man, it's nice in here." And that's what you want your guests to see. So make sure y'all reset that pantry, that seasoning cabinet in your living room so your guests can have a great time. So let's talk about the recipe for the week. I got some spicy. I did it for my husband because he loves spicy. So we have a spicy chipotle chicken pasta recipe that we're going to share with you guys. But guess what? You can search PantriApp.io under search recipes and find this exact recipe where you can actually cook it yourself or book a chef. And you know what thing I forgot to mention last week? You're using your own ingredients. That's right. When a chef comes into your home, they are actually going in your pantry, your cabinet. Now you say, hey, wait a minute now. Now you got control. It's still your kitchen. But they just going to take over for the moment and being able to cook that delicious pasta for you or whatever dish you find in Pantry App. They're going to come and take care of you. So you guys make sure you go and visit, become a member. We're actually going to be trying to do raffles for you guys, but sign up so you could be part of it. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Don't forget to visit PantriApp.io. And you guys have a great weekend. Thank you.